Alright, scooter enthusiasts, let's talk about the dreaded, waterlogged scooter. Your trusty, two-wheeled companion took an unexpected swim, and now you're staring at a soggy mess. Don't panic, the water's gone, but the real work is just beginning. Let's dive into what you need to do after the flood recedes. First things first, safety first. Before you even think about touching anything, make sure your scooter is disconnected from any power source. We don't want any electric shocks here, folks. Got it? Great. Next, the visual inspection. Grab a flashlight and give your scooter a good once-over. Look for any obvious signs of damage, like rust, corrosion, or anything that looks, well, just plain wrong. Pay close attention to the battery compartment, the engine, and any electrical components. These are your main areas of concern. Now, let's drain that water. If there's any standing water, tilt your scooter to let it drain out. You might need to remove some panels to access the nooks and crannies where water loves to hide. Use towels or a sponge to soak up any remaining moisture. Get it all out. Time to tackle the electronics. Water and electricity do not mix, so this is crucial. Carefully disconnect the battery and any other electrical components you can access. Take pictures as you go, so you remember how everything goes back together. This is a lifesaver. Once everything is disconnected, you'll want to dry out the components. The best way is to let them air dry in a well-ventilated area, away from direct sunlight. Avoid using a heat gun or a hairdryer, as this can damage the sensitive electronics. Be patient, this process can take a few days. While the electronics are drying, start cleaning. Use a mild soap and water solution to clean the exterior of your scooter. Avoid harsh chemicals that could damage the paint or plastic. Rinse thoroughly and let it air dry. Give it a good scrub, and your scooter will thank you. Now, let's talk about the engine. If water got into the engine, you might need to change the oil. Water can contaminate the oil and cause serious damage. Consult your scooter's manual or a mechanic for specific instructions on how to do this. Don't skip this step. Once everything is dry and clean, it's time to reassemble. Carefully put everything back together. Referring to those pictures you took earlier, double-check all connections to make sure everything is secure. Make sure you've got everything plugged back in before moving forward. Before you hit the road, do a thorough check. Turn on the ignition and check all the lights, signals, and horn. Make sure everything is working properly. If anything seems off, don't hesitate to consult a professional mechanic. It's better to be safe than sorry. Finally, test ride. Start slowly, and listen for any unusual noises or performance issues. Pay attention to how the scooter accelerates, brakes, and handles. If everything seems fine, you're good to go. If not, take it back to the mechanic for further diagnosis. So there you have it, folks. Rescuing a flooded scooter is a challenge. But with patience and these steps, you can bring your two-wheeled friend back to life. Stay safe, have fun, and happy scootering.